Hey guys, I'm CinnamonToastKen, and we're about to do a colonoscopy because butts. And because eventually everyone is going to have to go through this at some point in their life, more than likely when you get to the age of 50 or so. Don't worry, there's no nudity or anything. There's no actual booty holes or anything in this. So you're safe, but let's get to work. We got to get in here and we got to scope it out. Oh yeah, scope it out.
Hello.
Hello.
And welcome to Surgery Squad's virtual colonoscopy. I'm Dr. Jeff.
Hello, Dr. Jeff.
And I will be guiding you through this colon today. Also known as the large intestine, the colon is responsible for the final stages of the digestion. It absorbs remaining water and electrolytes from indigestible food, accepts and stores food remains that weren't digested in the small intestine, and eliminates solid waste from the body. A colonoscopy allows your doctor to view inside your entire colon using a device called an endoscope. As the scope moves into your colon, your doctor views the output on the monitor to check for growths or polyps.
That looks really
There are
gross.
several parts to the colon: the cecum ascending, the transverse, the descending, and the sigmoid. A colonoscopy can check each one of these areas. The one thing about having a colonoscopy is that a doctor can find polyps and remove them immediately.
It looks like the thing that hangs down the back of your throat.
This is the most effective way to prevent the development of colorectal cancer. However, you'll need to cleanse your colon 24 hours before the test by taking laxatives or performing a fleet enema. Also, use of the endoscope might accidentally tear the colon walls and cause bleeding. Plus, you'll need to be sedated during the exam, which should take about 30 minutes or longer if any polyps are found.
I wouldn't want to be not sedated.
We have a 53-year-old female waiting for her colonoscopy.
Welcome to the colonoscopy.
And take care of this.
I think you're really going to enjoy this.
Our patient is lying on her left side, knees drawn up to her stomach. She's wearing a gown, and we have a sheet draped over her. Let's set her up with an IV drip of the sedative.
All right. All right, so let's go ahead and just wipe that spot on your hand right there. We'll go do this colonoscopy through your hand. Right here. Here we go. Boop. Oh, this is for IV. Okay. Got some nice nails, though. All right. Your IV is taped on.
Great. Now we'll wait a few minutes for the sedative to take effect.
Yeah.
Our patient is sedated and ready. She stated that she's cleansed her
a little bit of a booty.
And I've already used a lubricated, gloved finger to check for blockage.
Oh, okay.
Be sure to tell the patient that she should breathe slowly through her mouth to relax her stomach muscles if she feels cramping.
Stay calm.
We'll insert the endoscope into the anus and slowly move it into the colon. The endoscope contains a small camera and light, and a pair of forceps so we can remove any polyps we find.
It's like 2 hours in a tongue.
Let's lubricate the scope for easy insertion and passage through the colon.
Look at this thing. This thing is freaking gigantic. So I got to lube it up. Oh, yeah, let's lube it up. Lube the thing up real good. We want that thing to just slide right on in there. So she don't even worry about it. Lube it up. Lube it up real good. Lubed it up. Okay, I think I lubed it up. That's about as best as I can lube it. Continue. Okay.
Carefully insert the scope into the patient's anus and slowly move it into the colon.
I'm glad they kind of censored this for me already, so I have to go back and do it in editing. All right, girl, you ready? All right, deep breath. Here we go. 1, 2, up.
We can watch the camera's output on the monitor. We're into the rectum now. Nothing so far. Let's move on into the sigmoid colon.
On my screen.
Slow and steady. You're doing a great job.
Thanks.
Descending colon's next. Now's a good time to remind our patient to breathe slowly through her mouth as we do the exam.
Take it easy while we put this water hose in your butt so we can look around.
All right,
Illuminati.
Let's move into the transverse colon.
Okay. Everything looks pretty squeaky clean so far. Pretty clean for a colon, I'd say.
Uh-oh, looks like we've got a small polyp in the transverse colon.
It's a mushroom growing in your butt.
We'll use the forceps to remove it.
Okay. Let me just use these forceps to remove this. Ah, I just ripped it off.
Fine work. We'll need to remove the scope so we can bring the polyp out. First, let's use some heat to cauterize the spot and try to stop that bleeding.
Yeah, let's stop her bleeding in her intestines.
Fantastic. Let's slowly withdraw our scope and get that polyp out.
Okay.
Let's go back in to check the rest of her colon.
Are you ready for round 2? We're going in.
Remember the name of the colon where we found the polyp?
No.
That's right. The transverse colon.
Oh, okay. What just happened? Okay. We're doing good, guys. We ripped out one mushroom. from deep inside of the Illuminati. But I should say colon. I'm being immature. Oh my gosh. But we're learning stuff. This is educational. We're learning things right now.
Back in the transverse colon now. Everything's looking fine, and you're doing a great job. Now's also a good time to remind our patient to breathe through her mouth.
Keep
slowly.
breathing.
Moving now into the ascending colon. And there's another one.
This noise.
Let's take it out the same way we did the other.
All right, let's just... We found a little mole-like mushroom thing. We're just gonna rip that out. Don't worry, and let it roll over. Oh yeah, we gotta heat up your. Psst. We gotta go all the way back in again.
Back in the ascending colon now, and we move into the cecum.
Carpet,
and all looks good. Let's take out the scope and get our patient into a recovery room.
Looks like carpet in there. Like
our patient is now in recovery, and she'll probably be there 1 to 2 hours.
Yeah.
She might feel bloated or need to pass gas.
Oh.
And since we removed 2 polyps, she'll probably have a small amount of blood in her stool. We'll also do a biopsy on the polyps. She should call her doctor immediately if she has heavy rectal bleeding, lower abdominal pain, develops a fever, feels dizzy, vomits, or experiences swelling in her abdomen.
1 week later.
Well, good news. The biopsy showed our patient's polyps were benign. Since she's in her 50s and there were polyps found, she should have a colonoscopy every year.
Oh,
you did a great job
every
today.
year?
While you're here, try your hand at one of our other surgeries here at surgerysquad.com.
The worst news ever. It's like, oh, you did good, but since we had to rip some stuff out of your colon, you're going to have to come back every year so we can do it again. Yeah, just every year looking forward to getting that tube shoved up in there and... have laser hair removal, back hair. I'm kind of a hair. As you get older, you start getting a little bit of shoulder hair going. And you get that. Don't have a hairy back like this guy does, though. Thank the Lord. But yeah, so we did it. Colonoscopy. We did it. That's what you have to look forward to when you're 40 plus, 50. People got to get in there and check, and he has to use a lubed, gloved finger to make sure there's no blockage. That's exciting. Yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys learned something, and I hope you enjoyed this. I sure did. If today's your birthday, happy birthday. And Thanksgiving was yesterday. Well, this video is, yeah. Thanksgiving just happened. So while you're taking those big Thanksgiving poops, remember this video. Anyway, we'll see you guys later. Stay toasty, my friends.